Hello, this is going to be the second video in a little series of me teaching different cardistry moves, basic to intermediate to advanced. And starting off with fans, I already taught you guys the thumb fan and how to close it with one hand. And now I'm going to teach you guys the one-handed fan, which is, in my opinion, the next step up. So I'll teach you how to do it with just one hand, and then I'll teach you a little cool thing that you can do when you get it with both hands, which looks like that. So the first thing you want to do is get comfortable holding the deck of cards like this, and with your first finger and pinky on the sides, and then your middle and ring finger on the top, just pinching in with these two fingers, and your thumb will be free on the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your thumb as close to your pinky as you can, and then you're going to move it out like that, okay? So now when you move, your first finger is going to get in the way, so you want to move that first finger out of the way, and you want to extend with your thumb, and it's going to be a big clump back here, so you just want to spread it out with your fingers. It's hard to do slow and it doesn't quite look as good, so you just got to work at it and then just go for it, because the more fluid the motion is, usually the better the fan will look. Like that. That looks better. And so don't start off with a full deck of cards at first. I mean, it looks better with a full deck of cards, but I would start off with like half the deck of cards, or maybe even a third of the deck of cards, just to get the motion down. And then once you get the motion down, step it up, add more cards, and then you can work with a full deck of cards. And definitely have a smooth deck of cards, because if you have a really bad deck of cards, it's not going to work. You're just going to get big clumps and it's going to look terrible. So have a good deck of cards. I'm using a Virtuoso deck of cards because it's the best deck of cards that I have right now, so I'm using it. And once you get it really good with one hand, try to get it really good with the other hand. I'm not as good with the other hand, but I can still do it to some degree. And so then, once you're good with both hands, you can do the move. So I like to hold it like I'm about to do a Charlier cut, like that. But instead of doing that, I just take my first finger and I peel off about half the cards, and I like to rotate it and flip it into the other hand. Move it with both hands into the position to do the one-handed fan, and then you do the one-handed fan in both hands, and then with here you go like this. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that move, you don't go up, because then the cards will cut into each other and stuff, and then it doesn't look as good. So down, down, and then you start to close the fans as you square up the deck of cards. And also, I forgot to mention this, to close the fan with one hand, I usually just put it in the other hand and do that. And if you're using the full deck, it's the same thing. And that also puts you in mechanics grip, so where you can do anything else that you're going to do. So when you do both hands, it looks like that. And then you start to close it. I like to put my pinky underneath the bottom fan, and then just close it in on top, resting those cards on my pinky as I go. And just get that down, and you'll be just one step closer to being a great magician slash cardist slash whatever it is you want to do. Just show off to your friends. So yeah, have fun with that, and practice hard, and I'll see you guys next time.